Ah, the poetry of justice, the sweet symphony of karma. For those who wronged you, the ones who tore at your soul with careless hands, there's only darkness ahead, a tunnel with no light, a road paved with their own regrets, their mistakes haunting every step. But for you, oh for you, my friend, there's a glow at the end of the tunnel, a radiant beacon of hope, healing, and something far greater than they could ever imagine. For while they chose to betray you, to desecrate your trust, to leave scars on your spirit, the universe, with its cruel but undeniable rhythm, will make them face what they've done. In the shadow of their own treachery, they will wither. In the echoes of their wrongs, they will suffocate. And you will rise from the ashes, forged in the fires of your pain, stronger, unbroken, unshakable. It is a bitter truth that only the darkest of hearts betray, and in that darkness, they find no peace. There's no redemption for them, no way to undo the harm they've caused. The lies, the deceit, the cruelty, they will follow them like a curse, unrelenting, unforgiving. Every wrong they've committed is an anchor, dragging them down, down, into a future so bleak they will never see the sun again. They think they've won, that they've gotten away with their treachery, that they can discard you without consequence. But they are wrong. They cannot outrun the consequences of their actions. The universe is a patient force, and karma, like a shadow, will always catch up with them. You see, there is no escape from the consequences of betrayal. No matter how far they run, or how deeply they hide behind their lies, it will find them. And when it does, it will be crueler than anything you could have ever done to them. Because while you may have been hurt, while you may have felt the sting of their betrayal, they will be consumed by their own guilt. They will drown in it, suffocated by the weight of their conscience. And that is a fate far worse than anything they could have ever done to you. The darkest hour is not the moment of betrayal. No, it is the moment they realize that the consequences are inevitable, that there is no way out. When a person betrays you, they unleash forces they cannot control. The universe responds to their actions with a precision and a justice that is beyond their comprehension. They believe they can cause pain without consequence, that they can walk away unscathed. But the truth is, they have only set in motion a chain of events that will haunt them until their dying days. Betrayal is a wound that festers, that spreads through their life like a disease, infecting everything they touch. It twists their relationships, destroys their peace of mind, and leaves them empty, hollow. They may smile, they may pretend that everything is fine, but inside, they are rotting. And every time they think about what they've done, the darkness grows a little more, and the weight of their guilt becomes a little heavier. But you will endure. You will survive. While they sink deeper into the pit of their own making, you will rise from the ashes, stronger than you were before. Your pain will not define you. Your scars will not break you. Instead, they will be the marks of your resilience, proof that you have withstood the storm and come out the other side unbroken. You will not allow their treachery to dictate your future. No, your future is yours to shape, and the darkness they tried to cast upon you will only serve to fuel the fire of your determination. They may have torn at your soul, but they will not destroy you. You are far too strong for that. In the end, they will be left with nothing but their own emptiness. The trust they destroyed will never be rebuilt. The bond they shattered will never be mended. And as they look back on their lives, they will see only the consequences of their actions. They will realize that their betrayal was the beginning of their downfall, that every step they took to harm you was a step toward their own destruction. They will see, in the cold mirror of their own conscience, the reflection of everything they've lost. And they will know, deep down, that they brought it all upon themselves. But let's not waste our time with their suffering. Let them be consumed by their guilt. Let them be haunted by their actions. Let them face the darkness they've created, because they deserve it. You, on the other hand, you have a future that is waiting for you. A future that is brighter than anything they could ever imagine. A future where your pain is no more than a distant memory, a lesson learned, a scar that no longer hurts. You will not be defined by the people who tried to break you. No, you will rise above them, stronger, wiser, and more powerful than you ever were before. And as you walk forward, leaving them in the dust of their own regrets, you will realize something important. Their betrayal was not the end of your story. It was just the beginning of your transformation. The road ahead of you may not be easy. There will be challenges. There will be moments of doubt, moments when the darkness threatens to overwhelm you. But remember this, the darkness is not your enemy. It is a forge, a place where you will be molded into something greater. The people who betrayed you wanted to see you broken, but instead, they will see you rise. Every setback, every obstacle, every moment of pain will only serve to make you stronger. You will learn, you will grow, and in the end, you will stand tall, a testament to your resilience, a living proof that nothing, not even betrayal, can keep you down. In the end, my friend, you will have the last laugh, because while they wallow in the consequences of their actions, you will be free. Free from the chains they tried to place on you, free from the weight of their deceit. You will walk your path with your head held high, knowing that you are stronger than they ever could have imagined. The future is yours, and it is bright. For those who betrayed you, there's only a dark future awaiting them, a future they built with their own hands. And as they stumble through the darkness, you will shine, a beacon of everything they could never be. And so, let them fade into the void. Let them drown in their own regret. For you, my friend, will rise above them. You will thrive in the light, and their darkness will never touch you again. Continuing with the theme of betrayal, darkness, and karma, let's delve deeper into the profound consequences that await those who choose to wrong others. The story is not simply one of vengeance or payback. It is a tale of balance, of universal law, and the undeniable reality that all actions, both good and bad, reverberate through time. For those who think they can betray, deceive, and harm without consequence, there is a fate far darker than they could have ever imagined. They may walk away unscathed, they may appear to prosper for a time, but the truth is that they have set in motion a chain of events that will forever change the course of their lives. Those who have hurt you may be living in a moment of false victory. They may think their actions have gone unnoticed, that their treachery was a mere fleeting moment that will not come back to haunt them. But as the days turn into months and the months into years, they will realize the cost of their choices. The karmic weight they have accumulated will not simply vanish. No, it will follow them like an unshakable shadow, always lurking just behind them, a constant reminder of the darkness they have spread. At first, they may feel free. They may think that their lies, their deceit, their betrayal have given them an upper hand, a position of power. But in reality, they are digging a pit for themselves, one that will get deeper and deeper with each wrong they commit. They may experience moments of triumph, of fleeting happiness, but it will never last, because deep down, they will know that they have crossed a line that cannot be undone. And no matter how much they try to outrun their past, it will always catch up with them. The consequences will be slow at first, like the subtle shifts of the tide, but over time, they will grow inevitable, relentless. They may try to hide behind new relationships, new achievements, new facades, but no matter how hard they try to bury the past, it will rise to the surface. The betrayal they inflicted on you will not fade into obscurity. It will echo in their lives, in their actions, in every decision they make. They will find it harder and harder to trust, because the trust they shattered will never be rebuilt. They will question every bond they form, wondering if it is real or if it too will crumble under the weight of their own lies. It is not simply guilt that will plague them. No, it is something far worse. It is a slow, gnawing sense of emptiness, a hollow feeling that will grow with each passing day. They may try to fill this emptiness with distractions, with fleeting pleasures, with superficial accomplishments, but nothing will ever satisfy them. They will become empty vessels, lost in a sea of their own regret. The emptiness will consume them from the inside out, and as they sink deeper into this void, they will find that there is no way to escape. The relationships they once held dear will begin to deteriorate. The people they once manipulated, controlled, and used will see through the facade. The lies they once told will become transparent, and slowly, their true nature will be revealed. They will find themselves isolated, abandoned, and alone. The very people they once betrayed will distance themselves, leaving them to face the consequences of their actions in solitude. It is in this isolation that the true weight of their betrayal will be felt. They may try to justify their actions, to convince themselves that they had no choice, that their betrayal was necessary for their survival. But deep down, they will know the truth. They will know that their choices were driven by greed, by selfishness, by a lack of empathy for others. They will see how their betrayal tore apart lives, how it shattered the trust of those who once cared for them. And as they try to bury this truth, it will haunt them, whispering in the back of their minds, reminding them of the darkness they have created. In the stillness of the night, when the distractions of the day fade away, they will be left alone with their thoughts. And it is then, in the quiet moments, that the full weight of their actions will hit them. They will see their own reflection in the mirror, and what they will see will not be the face of a victor, but the face of someone who has lost everything. Their pride will crumble, their ego will shatter, and they will be left with nothing but the raw, unrelenting truth. They have betrayed themselves, and there is no coming back from it. The road ahead for them will be paved with bitterness, with regret, and with a constant longing for what they once had. But it is too late for them now. The damage has been done, and there is no way to reverse the harm they have caused. They may try to apologize, to make amends, but the damage to their own soul cannot be undone. No amount of regret can heal the wounds they have inflicted. No apology can erase the truth of what they have done, and as they watch the people they have wronged move on with their lives, stronger, better, and free from the shackles of betrayal, they will understand the true cost of their actions. But for you, my friend, for you, the one who was betrayed, the one who endured the pain, there is a different path. While they sink deeper into their own darkness, you will rise. You will emerge from the shadows, unbroken, stronger than before. The scars they left on your soul will not define you. Instead, they will become the foundation upon which you build your future. Each scar will be a reminder of your resilience, a testament to your strength, and a symbol of your ability to overcome even the darkest of circumstances. You will find peace, you will find healing, and you will find the strength to move forward. The universe will reward you for your endurance, for your courage in the face of betrayal. While they are trapped in their own darkness, you will walk into the light. And as you step forward, you will leave them behind, a distant memory of a time when you were hurt, but no longer broken. For those who betrayed you, the future is grim. They will continue to fall, piece by piece, until they are nothing but shadows of their former selves. They will become ghosts of the people they once were, haunted by their own choices, by the lives they ruined, by the hearts they broke. They will be left to face the consequences alone, without the support of the people they once used, without the trust of those they once betrayed. And as they fade into the darkness, they will know, deep down, that they have no one to blame but themselves. But for you, the future is a blank canvas, waiting for you to paint your masterpiece. You will not be defined by the betrayal you endured. You will not be trapped in the past, held back by the scars they left on your soul. No, you will rise, and your light will shine brighter than ever before. You will walk into a future full of possibility, full of hope, and full of strength. The darkness they tried to cast upon you will only serve to fuel the fire of your determination. And as you move forward, you will leave them behind, a mere footnote in the story of your life. In the end, the greatest revenge is not in seeking vengeance, but in living a life that they could never imagine, a life of peace, of strength, and of happiness, a life where their betrayal holds no power over you, where their darkness is but a distant memory. And as they look at you from the shadows, they will realize the truth. The one they betrayed was stronger than they could ever have imagined, and the future they tried to steal from you is the very future you now own. So let them face the darkness they have created. Let them live in the prison of their own making. For you, my friend, have been set free. Free from the chains of their deceit, free from the weight of their betrayal. And as you walk into the future, you will do so with your head held high, knowing that the darkness they tried to cast upon you is now their burden to bear. They may have betrayed you, but in the end, it is they who will be left in the darkness, while you bask in the light of your own strength, your own resilience, and your own victory. For those who betrayed you, there is no escape. You might have walked through the worst of it, stumbled through the dust, the tears, the pain, but in the end, it was never really about them. It was always about you, the soul that endures, the spirit that refuses to die, the strength that arises from the wreckage they left in their wake. They may believe they've moved on. They may believe that their life is fine, that the damage they caused has faded away like an old scar. But there is no escaping the truth. Betrayal leaves an indelible mark, and that mark doesn't simply fade. No, it festers and grows, lurking in the shadows, waiting for the moment it can reveal itself. When someone betrays you, they are not only hurting you, they are changing the very course of their own life. Every action, every decision that is made in dishonesty, in selfishness, in cruelty, brings forth a reckoning. The damage they've done will find its way back to them. It may not come in the form they expect, but it will come. Karma is a slow-moving beast. It operates in ways that defy logic and time. Those who think they can escape the consequences of their actions are merely fooling themselves. The universe, fate, destiny, whatever you call it, does not forget. And those who think they can betray others with impunity will learn in the end that their lies and deceptions are a debt they cannot avoid. The beginning of their demise may be subtle. At first, it may seem like they've gotten away with it. They may continue their lives, thinking they have won, that their treachery has not only allowed them to succeed, but that it has somehow made them stronger, wiser, more powerful. But the thing about betrayal is that it is like a seed planted in the soil of their own soul. It is a seed that, once planted, cannot be uprooted. It grows, it spreads, it changes them from the inside out. And one day, they will realize that they are no longer the same person they once were. The lies they told, the trust they broke, the people they hurt, it will all catch up with them. They may try to move on, to rebuild what they lost, but the cracks will always be there, hidden beneath the surface. They will find that they are unable to trust others because they know what it is like to break trust. They will be unable to truly connect with anyone because they have severed the bonds that once held them together. Their relationships will be shallow, their connections fragile, and they will feel it deep down in every moment of isolation, in every quiet second when the weight of their actions becomes unbearable. It is in those quiet moments that the truth hits hardest. When the world has quieted, when the noise of the day has faded away, and they are left alone with their thoughts, they will hear it, the whispers of regret, the harsh sting of their own conscience. They will realize that the people they betrayed are no longer part of their world, and while they may have tried to forget, to replace the missing pieces with new people, new distractions, it will never be the same. The people they used to rely on, those who once trusted them, will be gone. They will look around and find themselves surrounded by nothing but emptiness, and in that emptiness, the weight of their actions will sink in. They might try to justify their betrayal. They might try to convince themselves that it was for a greater good, that they had no choice, that they were simply doing what they had to do. But the truth is that betrayal is never justified. It is a conscious decision, made in the moment when a person chooses their own desires, their own fears, their own selfishness over the trust and loyalty of others. It is a choice to disregard the humanity of others, to treat their hearts and souls as disposable commodities. And when that decision is made, there is no going back. For those who betrayed you, the true punishment is not what happens to them externally. It is what happens to them internally. The torment they will experience, the gnawing hunger in their soul, the realization that they have crossed a line that can never be uncrossed. This is what will break them. They will not be able to escape themselves. The consequences will follow them like a shadow, growing ever longer, ever more oppressive. The guilt, the shame, the regret, it will be their constant companions, and there is no running from them. For you, however, this is where the story takes a turn. For you, my friend, the future is not dark. It is not filled with regret, nor is it defined by the pain of the past. No, the future belongs to you, because you chose to walk through the darkness and not become it. You chose to endure, to rise, to keep moving forward even when they thought they had destroyed you. You chose to find strength in your vulnerability, to turn the pain of betrayal into the fuel for your own transformation. And while they are trapped in the prison of their own making, you will be free. You will grow. You will heal. You will rebuild yourself from the ground up, stronger than before. Your scars will be a testament to your resilience, a physical manifestation of your ability to survive, to rise, and to conquer. You will learn from the experience, taking what was once a source of pain and transforming it into a source of power. The betrayal they inflicted on you will no longer hold any power over you. It will no longer dictate your thoughts, your actions, or your future. While they flounder in the depths of their own regrets, you will soar above them. Your strength will become your wings, and you will rise to heights they never thought possible. Your life will be filled with opportunities that they can only dream of, relationships that are based on trust, love, and mutual respect. You will walk into a future where you are no longer defined by the people who hurt you, where you are free to pursue your passions, your dreams, your goals, without the weight of betrayal holding you back. You will be surrounded by people who value you, who honor your worth, who see you for who you truly are. And in that space, you will thrive. You will look back on the betrayal and you will see it for what it truly was. A lesson, a painful, difficult lesson, but one that ultimately made you stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. It was a lesson that taught you how to trust yourself, how to recognize your own worth, how to stand tall, even in the face of the greatest challenges. And while they will continue to struggle, lost in their own darkness, you will find peace. You will find joy. You will find the happiness they thought they had taken from you, but which they could never truly steal. And as they look at you from the shadows, as they wonder how you managed to rise above it all, they will understand the truth that their betrayal did not define you, the truth that you were always stronger than they realized, that their cruelty only revealed the depth of your strength, the truth that while they tried to destroy you, they only helped you become the person you were always meant to be. And when they finally come to terms with their own fate, when they understand the cost of their actions, it will be too late. They will realize that the darkness they created for themselves is permanent. They will see, too late, that the choices they made were irreversible. But you will walk in the light, free from their shadows, free from the past they tried to bury you in. In the end, their betrayal was never about you. It was about them. It was about their own flaws, their own insecurities, their own weaknesses. They betrayed you, not because of anything you did, but because they lacked the strength to face their own demons. And now, they must live with that. They must live with the consequences of their choices. They will live in the darkness they created while you step into the light, stronger and more powerful than they ever could have imagined. So walk forward, my friend. Walk into your future with your head held high. Leave behind the brokenness, the pain, the betrayal. The universe has already delivered justice, and now it is your time to rise, to thrive, and to live the life you were always meant to live. For those who betrayed you, there is only darkness ahead. But for you, there is only light. And in that light, you will find everything they could never take from you.